This JJ MMA production started. All subscribers join the stream right now. Watch and like and share. Subscribe to your followers. It's time to enjoy a JJ MMA production. Yo, what? Live from Bowling Green, Kentucky. From Western Kentucky University and in Hugh Poland Hall, this is a JJ MMA production. Now here's your host, Jason Johnson. And hello Internet, I'm Jason Johnson. You were watching this week's JJ MMA production. Sorry it's been a while I've been doing these videos. I know it's kind of interesting, like I do a video and I'm gone for like 3 weeks, like it was what's going on. We usually, well, like me explain, I'm trying to save for finals right now. Finals taking place in a couple weeks, and also I've been studying for a while, and I've been doing papers and stuff. So understand, I'm just doing my thing, trying to get my work done, at least make sure I don't fail school, you know. So, and I'm on academic probation, so basically I gotta pass these classes, or else I'm on academic dismissal, and I'm not going to be able to reapply for school again for a whole year, calendar year. So, yeah, I'm focusing on that too. So, understand. So please understand about that. All right. Okay, but I'm here. I'm here to do this one, quick one. So let's do this one. Make us one. All right. So let's begin. So we have to start. So I guess sadly we have to begin tonight with that earlier this week we actually suffered 2 sad losses. The first one in the world of professional wrestling. Sadly, this past weekend we lost WB legend Joan China Lawler. She died at the age of 45. Well, for those who don't know who China is, she was a founding member of D-Generation X. She has competed with D-Generation X, and a big part of it, her career, was she was the first woman to compete in the King of the Ring. She was the first woman to compete in the Royal Rumble, and she became the first woman to win the Intercontinental Championship, which is a very big role at the time frame. And this was a big thing, and she is a big part of. She actually used to date Triple H before dating with Triple H, and 70 started dating. So it was an interesting pattern there. So not only did those stories look real, but it actually added a different dynamic to that. Now, she left the company in 2001. According to China, she left the company in 2001. Triple H said she got released, but it's a questionable thing there. It's something because of the thing about the relationship between Triple H and Stephanie, and the formal relationship Triple H and China used to have. So it was an interesting thing going on from there. So it was a different thing. And another thing about China was she was recently over, because after that she has been, I guess, recently known for right now her role in, or what she's done in the adult entertainment industry. So yeah, that. So from there, and she did compete one time in TNA, one match with TNA at the time when TNA decided to be more like WCW and be a more direct competitor to WWE. She actually competed in one match with TNA, teaming with Kurt Angle to take on Jeff and Karen Jarrett at the time frame. At that time in 2011, and this is a big loss. She died at the age of 45. This is a big loss, and the question about a lot of fans is, is how she has not been in the Hall of Fame for quite a long while. And that's the big question right there is, will she actually be in the Hall of Fame now that she has passed? Triple H has gone on record saying that she won't be in the Hall of Fame. I think in some cases it's a case because of the thing with her role in the adult entertainment industry, and because of that debacle there. Yet Sonny, who actually did some sex tapes and had a big role in the adult entertainment industry, actually has gotten in the Hall of Fame. So, and also I'm probably sure ending now. I'm probably sure WWE will find a way to at least get China into the Hall of Fame some point in the future. It's something that'll happen. I'm probably sure it'll happen sometime in the future. We don't know when, but it could happen next year or sometime in the future because WWE has found a way to work back with old legends who had past problems with the WWE. Like guys like Bret Hart and Ultimate Warrior. They can find a way to fix this issue right here, this debacle at this point from there, and that's something I think WWE can try to do. And so I say, is this so at this point I'm saying, is this to the so I say, is our condolences go out to China and China's family for their loss, and I thank China for and sadly I did not watch a lot of Attitude Era Wrestling. I understand I'm 19, so I didn't, my sister kind of grew up with that, so basically, but she did probably bring in memories for my family and probably in the Attitude Era, and she was a big part of that, so I thank China. So I like to say is thank China for that, for playing a big role in the Attitude Era. And sadly, the second death was a big one for the music industry. Was the death of Prince. Now, I did not hear much really about this. I'm still kind of under the breaking news thing here. So all I know is Prince somehow had the flu, and somehow, some point, he ended up dying from flu. That's what I've heard. Also heard that they secretly cremated his body, so the cause of death is, I guess, unknown. But from this point on, if you never really heard of Prince, he is a big part of the 80s of music in the 1980s, along with Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Madonna. Big part of music at that point. He is also known as a great guitarist, into Jimi Hendrix. He pretty much is a well-known artist with hits such as Purple Rain, When Doves Cry, and Kiss 1999, and also Kiss. Never big songs. And he is a big part of that, and he lived in Minnesota, and he also wrote the purple and gold theme song for the Minnesota Vikings, and he was a big fan of the Twins and the Vikings, actually. So I'm also sure, and I'm probably sure the Timberwolves too. So to Prince's family, and so to Prince's family, I like to give my condolences to your loss for this, and hopefully we will continue on Prince's palace, whatever we're listing Prince Dollars, and probably sure Prince's music will live on possibly forever. ever. So, I guess we should move on with, I guess the first thing is what happened in the past 3 weeks. So, of course, I guess let's leave off with what we began with. Basically, what happened first was, of course, WrestleMania weekend. Now, a couple things are left. So, happened from there on, from WrestleMania, after WrestleMania. So, the Raw after WrestleMania happened like this. Roman guy came out to the crowd, and of course, got unanimously booed. And he came up with he made a brand new line called "I'm not a bad guy, I'm not a good guy, I'm the guy." Now, this line was to make Roman a tweener. Now, a tweener in wrestling terminology, that is being a face and a heel, having positive face, while the crowd gives you the qualities of, say, a heel, or vice versa. So basically, this is what they decided to do. Give him this line, where he has been saying the time he goes out to do a promo, "I'm not a good guy, I'm not a bad guy, I'm the guy." Promos, that's what he's been doing. So, 09 Raw. So, this is first Raw after WrestleMania. Of course, usually the Raw after WrestleMania is usually the best, probably the best show WWE can ever produce. It brought out the introduction of Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, which is something that WWE fans knew was going to happen, and they were excited about it. Now, I wish they actually made their introductions in WrestleMania, but I might digress. The night after WrestleMania is alright. Is better than most. They did this after the Dudley Boys beat the Usos in a tag team tables match. So that's what happened there, and what happened from there. They had a little rivalry there. New Day decided to create a #1 contenders tag team tournament sponsored by Bootios. Bootio cereal. They make sure you ain't booted. And what happened from there? So, Dudley's. So, from first round, and this happened the next week. So, this is going to happen the next week. Also, New Day retained their tag team titles in the first contest of the night over League of Nations. And the League of Nations decided to kick Wade Barrett off their group because of rumors that Wade Barrett is going to leave WWE in June. I guess this is really I guess Wade Barrett is really leaving the WWE on, and is pretty much going to leave WWE after all in June. And I guess he's going to be in TNA, I guess. And I guess if TNA makes him a star and gives him that world title shot, just like Drew Galloway did. Drew Galloway, or Drew McIntyre, if you remember him. He's now TNA's World Heavyweight Champion. He's TNA's World Heavyweight Champ. I'll get that in a little bit. I'll get to that just in a minute. In a moment. We're going to get to that. So, what happened from there? So, Roman after. So, let me move on with, of course, what happened. So, yes. So, what happened is, well, the first thing that happened on the night, on the Raw after WrestleMania, is Vince McMahon pretty much kind of brag like, "Hey, I'm still here." And everyone's here. Shane McMahon comes out, that whole stretcher thing where he leaves on a stretcher, that was just all work. He ended up being fine. He just went to a local medical facility under his own power. So, it looks like he was alright. Just had a bit of a black eye, and Shane is like, "Well, goodbye, I'm going to be going away forever." And then WWE's like, then Vince says, "Alright, hold up. So, you risked possibly your life to run this company, to run Monday Night Raw, right? So pretty much, the crowd is like, let him run it, and Vince like, okay, I'll let you. All right, fine, I'll let you run it. Let's see what you got. So boom, Shane actually end up running Raw for that night. Next thing you know, he ends up. So what happened? Also, Zack Ryder, after celebrating the fact that he won his Intercontinental title, loses it the very next night to The Miz, and also we got injured. Also, Maurice returns. Where have you been where have you been all this time? So, where have you been all this time? Okay, that's basically, now we know that even if Zack Ryder got his WrestleMania moment, WWE still decides, yeah, we're just giving you that for that one day. You're going back to the buried ground. Now go back into your hole. And guess what? Not Kane or John Cena buried him that time. So, actually buried him. Now we know that. So, Shane actually decided to make a Fatal 4-Way match to be determined the number one contender for WWE title between AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Except, nope. See, Kevin Owens somehow powerbombs Sami Zayn through a table, and he could not compete in said match. So, what happened? So, we are thinking, okay, this is about to be a triple threat. Shane decides, actually, we are going to have a Fatal 4-Way, and guess who shows up? Guess who comes back? Cesaro, and his entrance now is him being like James Bond, has on a suit, tears away, and it is freaking beast, and that Fatal 4-Way match happens. Crowd excited, chants, "This is wrestling! This is wrestling!" And let me say this, it was a great Fatal 4-Way, great main event. In the end, great way to end the night. AJ Styles wins that Fatal 4-Way match. He gets to face Roman Reigns and Payback, which is on May 1st. So, what happened from there? It's like, oh, okay. So that's what happened. So what happens next week? AJ Styles. So now that's one of the big thing that happened Raw after WrestleMania. So next week, Shane McMahon actually comes back as GM. So now we realize that the Undertaker Shane McMahon stipulation for the match actually meant nothing really. Now this is what WWE said, how Shane McMahon got in charge again this night. Basically, this is what WWE said. WWE said Shane had a big social media support for him to run another week. Got him to run another week. Wow. Huh. So WWE's now listening to social media now. Wow. You know, if WWE actually listens to social media, actually you do realize you just lied to us, because if you did listen to social media or watch the hundreds of YouTube videos that actually talks about what they think you should do, right now, half of the roster who's in Roman Reigns' position would be in pretty much contending for titles, and Roman Reigns would be right where possibly Jimmy Mizdow is. Straight up buried. So, but hey, I digress. We actually have a face GM for some while, and Shane McMahon has power, so that's a good thing. So that is a good thing. So having next week, we have tag team tournament. Of course, Dudley's they end up beating the Lucha Dragons tag match. Why not? Usos beat two members of Social Outcasts. And guess who makes their appearance? Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And guess who shows up next night? Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson of the Bullet Club. And they attack the Usos. So, what does that mean? So, now I know what fans thought about it when they saw this happening. Their reaction was, wait a minute, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are on Bullet Club. They just attacked the Usos, who are cousins of Roman Reigns. AJ Styles' #1 contender. Oh my god! Oh my god, Bullet Club is in WWE, confirmed! Woo! AJ's gonna be champ! Yes! 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 Well, here's the problem here. So, yeah. So that's what happened there. So what happened there? The tag team tournament continued on SmackDown, and I'll get to that point. Also, forgot about this Raw after WrestleMania. After the League of Nations kicked out Wade Barrett out of the League of Nations, kicked Wade Barrett out, the Wyatts attacked the League of Nations and turned face. From that moment. At that moment. So what happened? League of Nations decided to come at Roman Reigns, and out of unlikely surprise, who actually comes out and somehow saves Roman Bray Wyatt. So what happens? The most unlikeliest tag team match ever fought. The League of Nations consisted of Rusev and Sheamus teaming up against the team of Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns. So, yeah, congratulations. Now you got probably someone who's pretty much completely more over than Roman, teaming up with him. It's a smart idea. Try at least because you gotta at least get some crowd reaction, at least get someone to cheer for, find a reason to get people to cheer for Roman. Because, sweet, Bray Wyatt, I love you guys. I love you guys. Wait, isn't Roman? Oh, god damn it. Now I gotta cheer for Roman too. God damn it. Fuck me. But, wait, at least Bray Wyatt's in the match. That's cool. We're good. That's better than nothing. Hey, that's better than nothing. So, that is what happened So, what happened? The tag match. Roman and Bray win. Somehow Bray Wyatt gets to hit Sister Abigail. Roman saves. Bray make sure that the free count is intact by spearing Sheamus. 1, 2, 3. Bray and Roman win. Wyatt family, Bray and Roman just stare at each other glancing to close out the show because there is probably some tension going on. And it looks like, and that's what happened. And what was going to be set up from there was the League of Nations versus the Wyatt family at Payback. Until, sadly, Bray Wyatt ended up having a calf injury during the European tour. So that's surprisingly what happened there. That injury happened. So now the Bray Wyatt so that match got canned. Now we don't know what's going to happen right now for Payback. So that was a big match that was going to happen for Payback. So what happened next? What happened next with the tag team tournament? So now I'll get to the tag team tournament. So what happened from there? The Fallen Villains make their debut on SmackDown, the main roster debut on SmackDown, by winning their match against the team of. I actually realize I have no clue. That team I have no clue about, but Ansel Cast, they are in the tag team tournament too. they end up beating the Ascension in their tag match. That same night. So that's what happened there. Also, Roman and AJ end up a having a promo together. No, hype up match of Payback. And one thing is that Roman did say is, I'd rather be respected for holding this belt than to be liked without it. And AJ says the opposite of that, makes it the opposite of that. And now the question is did Roman just turn heel from that promo? Probably, in a way, kind of, yes. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Basically, it's a questionable thing from that point. It's questionable. It's kind of questionable what happened from there. So, what happens now? So, I don't know. Okay. So, now, this will happen the Monday. So, and I also just realized this too. Chris Jericho and Dean Ambrose are now rivalry now. It's somehow a bit of a rivalry now. It started on that same SmackDown. Ambrose actually beat Tyler Breeze pretty easily and aggressively, I might add. And Chris Jericho interrupts Dean Ambrose's celebration of his victory. And then that Monday night on Raw, Jericho ends up getting Jericho's show, the highlight reel, ends up getting canceled for the Ambrose Asylum, starring Dean Ambrose. And it's funny because Ambrose is kind of very attached to a plant prop, and which is interesting and fresh. I mean, it's kind of fresh and new. I mean, who knows what happened? I don't know how that show went. So, next thing you know, WWE, of course, was on their European tour, and they did their show, of course, in London. So, and of course, the London thing was taped, delayed, and came over here, was taped delayed. So, of course, that happened. So, what happened next? Simple. WWE. So, next we had a match. Those matches got announced with Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho taking each other on a Payback. Also in Payback, we end up having Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, because Sami Zayn comes back and pretty much him and Kevin Owens fight again. Of course, WWE doing that's a good call for WWE. Let's see how well they do this. They try to make this rivalry last, because the question is, we need something for Extreme Rules, and I would love to see at least a ladder war in WWE, or some kind of way to make this rivalry have a great blow off in Extreme Rules. Let's hope it happens at that point. Okay, moving on. Alright, so also from that show, Dudley Boys and Enzo and Cass team have a match in the tournament semifinals. Enzo and Cass pull off the upset and win. The Vaudevillains, they defeat the Usos, and now the finals for Payback. Now the number one contenders tournament finals is set. Enzo and Cass versus the Vaudevillains. Two great NXT tag teams competing to be the number one contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. So, it's it's a surprise. Oh, now I know I can do that now. Okay, sorry about what just happened. Basically, I just found out that I actually can stop and record my clips with the spacebar, so I kind of had to replay this over again. So I am redoing this, a little bit of this over again, what I left off. Basically, where I left off is this is actually different and new. So now we know is a we may have new tag team champions, or brand new. Are we gonna see some new number one contenders? Who are gonna be the new number one contenders? Will we actually see Enzo and Cass versus New Day, or are we gonna see the Vaudevillains versus New Day? That's an interesting thing. I want to see Enzo and Cass versus New Day. That's my opinion. That's honestly my opinion. Nightmare. So, but I don't know what you guys think. Who you think will win Payback from that point? So let's move on. Roman. So, Roman, AJ had their own little promo from there. Promo about Payback, and what happened was Gallows and Anderson. They attacked Roman. How about Roman? You know what happened? AJ ended up doing a promo with Mauro Ranallo. Now it's doing backstage interviews. Backstage interviews for WWE. Pretty much, Bullet Club just, hanging out, just all buddy, old friends just getting back together, the band. Looking at each other, seeing each other again. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened there. Then after the end of AJ's promo with Roman, they attack Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns somehow has this thing where, like, did you tell your friends to attack me? And AJ's like, yeah, we're friends, but I did not call this assassination order. And Roman's like, alright, fine, whatever. He does that one versus all line, and he's just like, and he moves on from there. Now, fans, this is a big question, and we're going to leave off from right there. So, this is the question here. The big thing that people are asking is AJ going to win the title? Here's the thing. Most likely not. It's not happen. It's not going to happen. As much as we all want it to happen, it really ain't happening. As much as we really want John, just want the WWE to win, to decide, give possibly this belt to, as much as we want this, that we want AJ to be the champ, as much as we want that to happen, it really isn't going to happen as much as we feel like it is. So, I mean, WWE could, do something, because most likely, why I say that, and probably everyone else has said it because earlier this week on an NXT Live event, Finn Balor lost his NXT Championship to Samoa Joe, and Finn did say at the end of the match, I'll see you on Monday, to the crowd. It's kind of teased that he is going to the main roster after all, but that he will show up on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. But that is kind of something, because it turns out that actually Finn Balor is a bit of a tease, you see. So, pretty much strip doing just like watching ECW strip tease with Kelly Kelly. You're thinking she's about to show us the goods. Turns out, nope, she ain't. Nope. As much as we all wish that we all wish that we got to see titties for real, it really ain't happening. So, sorry guys, he probably won't show up on Monday, or maybe he will. I don't know, but Monday Night Raw, how is it gonna happen? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting how this whole thing plays out. It could set up something for Extreme Rules. Maybe it won't. Who knows? Maybe you can explain that to me. Tell me at home, what do you guys think is going to happen? Will this be something that'll happen? Will actually AJ win the title at Payback and somehow and it'll be a complete shocker to us, or B, Roman Reigns retains it and it sets up for something at Payback at Extreme Rules, maybe a triple threat between Finn Balor, AJ, and Roman Reigns. And that's a bigger shock as it is already. So, no one knows. We just gotta see what happens. See what happens. So, tell me in the comment section below, what do you guys think? Tell me that. And what do you guys think? Tell me at home. What do you think is going to happen at Payback? Maybe what happens from there. And what do you think is going to come across right now? And now, this. Alright. Hello, Internet. I'm Jason Johnson. So, you got like any. So, finals week is coming up. So, you got any tests? You got any having a hard time with some tests? You got like a billion papers to write. You got essays. You know, you're going to be in a room for a long time. You try to listen to some music, but you can't find anything to get you through the grind, through it. You need something to get you through that grind, you know? You need to get your grind on. You need something to get through that struggle, right? Well, I think I got something for you. That is the music from my mixtape. It's been a year old. It's already been a year old since I dropped my mixtape, Great Hustle. And let me tell you, it is a popular thing, and it's a big thing that'll help you through that grind. Seriously, it gets you through the grind with hits like My Name Is. Of course, Every Day I'm Hustling. Of course, Every Day I'm Hustling. You gotta play that song. That song, it gets you through everything. Believe me. You got a paper to do. Simply, you got that paper on. Just play that song right there, and boom, you got that through that paper. By the time that song is done, by the time the first verse is done, seriously, hey, you got some homework assignments. Guess what? Play that song through like those homework assignments. Guess what? By the time you're done, you already done that shit. And the homework, and probably the homework, your teacher didn't even announce yet. So that's even bigger. That's even bigger. Also, you got you can use that shit. If you're in the grocery store, you need to get some shit to get you through, help you get your brain food, right? Some tuna, that was guacamole, whatever brain food is. I don't know. I'm not that smart. I don't know. I don't know what all brain foods are. You need some of that shit? Guess what? Play that song while you're in Kroger's or any grocery store. You don't have that much money, but guess what? By the time you're done, you have everything you need to get through that shit. Seriously, you may have $5, but you find a way to get those $5, get through those $5 like a boss, my bruh. You know what I'm saying? Also, hey, if you're feeling very stressed, you have a girl of your own, or you don't want to fuck her through like the slow songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? You need to fuck her some gangster shit. You know, really get that stress going. Get that stress gone. You know what I'm saying? Play that song. Guess what? By the time she'll be surprised, how you working. Work a lot of things. If you got a job, guess what? After classes, guess what? You could be at McDonald's. You actually need to go through a drive-through. Someone orders like a number 7. You know what I'm saying? Play that song for the PA system. That shit gets you through. And guess what? You take that order right then and there easily. You know what I'm saying? So you need something to go through. Why don't you listen to my mixtape, Great Hustle? You can also listen to that playlist on my SoundCloud, J-Money96. Also, you can also listen, if you really want to buy one, you can also buy that copy of my mixtape on eBay. Great Hustle Deluxe Edition. It's been a year old. I'm still doing music. It's your boy J Money. Peace, y'all. So, that's it for this week's JJMA production. I'm coming up next week, sometime within next week, maybe a few days, who knows. I am going to do a conversation about the NFL schedule release. Also, the Great Hustle mixtape will be available on Tuesday on eBay. It's going to just cost $1, sadly, and it will be available on Tuesday at noon Eastern. So basically, the people on the West Coast, it'll be ready for you guys at 9 a.m. And to people who actually do watch this video in Japan, I'm sorry I cannot find a way to send this through an international release. If you do, let me know in the comment section below. So I don't know. So tell me what you guys think about what do you guys think is gonna happen with WWE. What's going on there? You can tell me about that in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at DarkSavior1996. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, JMoney1196. And of course, you can follow me listen to my music on Snapchat, JMoney96. And of course, and that's really it, of course. So that's it for this week's production. I'm Jason Johnson. Also use the hashtag Keep It Real if you got any real 100% honest real questions, and challenge me on these ones. Alright, so that's it for this production. I'm Jason Johnson. I'll see you guys next time. This has been a JJMMA production. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram here. Also listen to my SoundCloud, and you can buy the mixtape on CD. New mixtapes coming soon. This has been a JJMMA production. You know?